The energy in Columbia is electric as the defending national champions prepare to open another highly anticipated season. But this year's opener comes with a twist and a heartfelt reunion. South Carolina head coach Dawn Staley will be facing off against Winston Gandy, her former assistant and one of the brightest rising minds in women's basketball, now leading Grand Canyon University. It's not just a game, it's a story of mentorship, growth, and the never-ending reach of Staley's coaching tree. When Dawn Staley first hired Winston Gandy as an assistant coach, few knew how much his influence would shape South Carolina's offensive development. Known for his attention to detail and player development skills, Gandy helped build the foundation for the dominant Gamecocks teams that went on to win championships and produce WNBA stars. Now, a few seasons later, Gandy is carving his own path, this time as the head coach of Grand Canyon University, GCU. And fate couldn't have written a more poetic start to South Carolina's season, mentor versus protege. "I'm proud of Winston," Staley said during her pregame media availability. "He's one of those coaches who work tirelessly behind the scenes. Seeing him grow into a head coach, that's what this sport is all about." While South Carolina enters as heavy favorites, this game carries more emotional weight than usual. For Gandy, it's a chance to measure his young GCU squad against the nation's best. For Staley, it's a reminder of how far her program's influence has spread. Expectations are sky-high for the Gamecocks this season, led by Raven Johnson, Chloe Kitts, and Camila Cardoso, but Staley has hinted that opening night isn't about dominance alone. "It's about setting the tone," she said. "We're not just defending a title, we're building another legacy." For Gandy, the challenge is clear. You don't outcoach Dawn Staley, you learn from her, even when you're on the opposite sideline, he said with a laugh. "But we're going to compete. We're going to make her team work." Few coaches in the country have built a coaching tree as strong as Dawn Staley's. From assistants to former players, her influence extends across multiple programs, each carrying a piece of the South Carolina culture. Analysts have praised Gandy for embracing the same principles that define Staley's teams: discipline, energy, and player empowerment. "You can tell he's a Staley disciple," one commentator noted. "GCU plays with passion and precision, just like the Gamecocks." Fans were quick to celebrate the reunion online, calling it a family matchup and a full-circle moment for South Carolina basketball. One viral post read, "Dawn's coaching tree keeps growing, and now she's facing her own creation." The mutual respect between the two coaches has made this one of the most talked-about openers in the women's college basketball calendar. With the season just beginning, all eyes are once again on Dawn Staley's crew as they look to defend their championship crown. A win against Grand Canyon would set the tone for another dominant campaign, but Staley insists that development, not dominance, is the focus early on. "We'll celebrate Winston, but we'll also compete," she said. "That's what makes games like this special." As the lights shine bright at Colonial Life Arena, this matchup is more than just basketball. It's about legacy, mentorship, and the generational bond between two coaches who share a vision to elevate the women's game. No matter the final score, both programs walk away winners in the story of growth and respect that continues to define the South Carolina dynasty.